Protest leaders have engaged with local businesses in the area and have vowed to keep the protest peaceful.
Now, how badly have businesses been affected by the strike? Let's find out from business owner Ken Clark. Ken, thank you so much for your time this morning. Very good morning to you. Let's talk a little bit about the impact that this strike has actually had on local business owners, as well as just the way in which business is supposed to operate on a daily.
Morning, Faith. I think it is important to note that obviously Enoch Makajima is suffering significantly at this point in time. There are areas of the town which have been without power for as much as 20 days. Where I stay, we've had cable faults and power outages that last 6 and 7 days at a time, and they recur periodically. And the basic cause of all this is because the municipality does not have the funds to do maintenance on the infrastructure as required. And they don't seem to ask the right questions as far as, what do I need to fix to stop this happening again? And I think this is what is making the people of Queenstown and Komani extremely annoyed. And it's affecting all sectors of the community. Unfortunately, this protest was organized on probably the most important trading day of the month. And when you've lost so much trading time as a result of other outages, it is very disappointing that businesses need to suffer again as a result of this. We met with the protesters. We have a good working relationship with them. And I think it was a case of a bit of bad planning on both sides. And we can't tolerate a situation where the rights and freedoms of others are trodden upon to try and achieve your ends. So in future, we'll work together and we'll plan better, but our objectives are the same. We want to get rid of this municipality. They have done absolutely nothing in the year that I've been on the council to try and fix the issues, and the NCR, who has been appointed to assist with the turnaround of the municipality, is being sidelined, and none of his recommendations have been implemented, and the financial recovery plan has not even been accepted. So clearly there's an impasse between national government, treasury, and this municipality, which is, in my view, rogue and delinquent. So it's time that national governments step in and fix things. You know, we also know what's happening with Eskom. But tell me, how are we going to fix Eskom's problem when you've got delinquent municipalities that are not paying their Eskom accounts? The troubled municipalities in the Eastern Cape owe 2 billion rand by all accounts to Eskom. Yet Komani itself, or Enoch Makajima itself, owes 1 billion of that. So we are the bottom of the pot as far as municipalities go in the country. And it's time to use this opportunity to make an example of how to fix a municipality and fix it properly.
We had a conversation with the ANC Eastern Cape spokesperson, Loyiso Maqashela, a little earlier on, and he was saying that, of course, there is a task team that has been appointed to look into this particular matter, that they are hearing the cries of the people, they have engaged with the people. Even the SG of the ANC at national level, Fikile Mbalula, went down to try and have a conversation with the people. So Mr. Maqashela had said that there actually is money in the Eastern Cape Treasury to now start fixing these matters. Is he blowing hot smoke, or do you actually believe him?
Morena, I had a meeting with senior members of the provincial leadership, including the Premier, in 2020. And that was at the beginning of these power outages. I said, Premier, we need 35 million rand to fix the Ebden Street substation and to fix the protection, as well as purchasing about 5 kilometers of cable that have had about 40 joints in them and all of that kind of thing. At the end of our conversation, the Premier says, these are the kind of projects we need to support. There's been a half job done on that project, and the problems that we're facing today are a direct result of the job not being done properly. We have this inclination of throwing inadequate resources at a problem and land up wasting the problem. I'll give you another example. There's a road of 6.7 kilometers. It's called the Figila Guadana Road. It was not in the worst shape out, but it feeds, it's a feeder road to the Zeveleni township and the industrial area, Komani Park industrial area. They wanted to spend 115 million on a 6.7 kilometer road. Now, I did some work and I found out that the road would cost about 35 million. Now tell me, are you serious about fixing problems when you're squandering that kind of money when we've got a backlog of probably 500 million worth of infrastructure improvements that need to be done? How are you ever going to fix those problems when you're squandering that kind of money on 6.7 kilometers of road? Yeah. There's another instance now that has just been announced where they want to rehabilitate 640 meters of road at the cost of 9.2 million rand. Now, I asked you with tears in my eyes. That road, by the way, is the most minor road that you could wish to want to fix. In the list of priorities, it's probably number 25. And it should not cost more than 2.2 million rand to fix. So, when you talk about wanting to do the right thing right, well, then let's have a conversation about that. But honestly, these type of actions are nothing more than squandering the taxpayers' money, and we will not stand for it. And that is final.
Ken, it's very sad to actually hear the plight of the residents of Komani as well as what they're going through. I'm hoping that perhaps even having these kinds of conversations, we're able to cast a spotlight on just how much of taxpayers' money is being taken for granted, and more than anything else, finding an end that is for the benefit of the people when it comes to this matter. But we have to leave it here for this morning. Much appreciated for your time. Business owner Ken Clark.